How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. I also got to put in the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. So today we're going to be talking about Ideanomics, ticker symbol IDEX. I'm going to be giving you guys a big time update and it's something I want you guys to be looking out for. But before we get started, of course, I got to go over the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below in the description. So if you're a shareholder or you're considering to take a position, I highly do suggest that you watch the full entire video. So the first thing we're going to be going over is the recent press release that came out for Ideanomics. I feel this is going to have a huge impact on the stock and I can definitely see it making the stock move right to the upside. Then secondly, we're going to be doing a technical analysis. We want to see the price action. Is it going to continue to be bullish or is it going to start looking bearish? And what are those areas to look out for if it does decide to pull back, and where it can really take off if it continues to be bullish and so on. And then after that, we're going to be taking a look at the short interest information. You guys know, if you're not a stranger to this channel, how key this is. This will have an impact on the overall price action, and we'll also get a good idea of what the overall market sentiment is. And then when all of that is done, I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts. So let's get into it. So now on the official Ideanomics website, and we're going to be going over the recent press release. So let's get into it. So Ideanomics, driving the sustainability transformation with solutions that shape the future of e-mobility and fintech, today announced it's set to join the broad market Russell 3000 index at the conclusion of the 2021 Russell Index's annual reconstitution. According to a preliminary list of additions posted on June 4th, this will take effect after the U.S. market opens on June the 28th. The annual Russell Index's reconstitution captures the 4,000 largest U.S. stocks as of May 7th, ranking them by a total market capitalization. Membership in the U.S. all-cap Russell 3000 index, which remains in place for 1 year, means automatic inclusion in the large cap Russell 1000 index or small cap Russell 2000 index, as well as the appropriate growth and value style indexes. FTSE Russell determines membership for its Russell indexes primarily by objective market capitalization rankings and style attributes. Joining the Russell indexes enables Ideanomics to extend its reach into the institutional shareholder community, where we believe our story is going to resonate extremely well. Our ability to derive revenues from the EV industry in the short, medium, and long term sets us apart from many others in the sector, while our fintech group provides consistent results and spotlights our value to shareholders both today and tomorrow, said Ideanomics CEO Alf Poor. We plan to utilize our inclusion in the Russell indexes as a platform to grow shareholder awareness, which with our team is executing our plans, delivering on commitments, and driving growth across our businesses, helping us stand out as a stock with breakout potential in an otherwise frothy market. Russell indexes are widely used by investment managers and institutional investors for index funds and as a benchmark for active investment strategies. Approximately 10.6 trillion in assets are benchmarked against the Russell's U.S. indexes. Russell indexes are part of the FTSE Russell, a leading global index provider. So this is definitely some great news for Ideanomics. They're definitely going to have some more interest coming from institutions, and it further legitimizes them as well. So I really can't wait to see the rest of their future. And as you know, we talk about them quite a bit on this channel, and it's great to see that they're having this nice run up, especially in the stock. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for Ideanomics. So let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $3.15, being down 6.80% on the day. On the low, it tested $3.14, then on the high, testing $3.61. So when we take a look at the chart for Ideanomics, just for your information, we're using the 1 year daily chart. It is definitely looking bullish. We are above the 200-day to 21-day EMA, and we were showing some strength above the 100-day, but of course we ended up closing below it at 315. If we we take a look at the RSI down below, it is right around 56. So in that 50 range, so it's almost in the middle, but just a little bit over that. What I'd be looking forward to in regards to Ideanomics, yes, it can continue to pull back further, as you guys can see from this candle right here. Do keep in mind of the fact it has been on quite the run, as you can see over here when it was on the 21-day EMA being around this 285 area and then making that strong move getting into the threes and then testing all the way up to 361. So there's definitely a lot of profit taking, and it was hit with a lot of selling pressure. So I'll be looking forward to seeing a reversal either tomorrow or coming sometime next week. Even if you take a look down below at the volume indicators, we had 3 days of inflow, people buying up and just taking advantage of this run up. So taking profits was a natural thing to do. So the fact that it sold off this much, like I said, I'm looking forward for a green day, but if we don't get it and it pulls back even further, it's a better opportunity for anyone who might be thinking about actually getting into a position. But of course, use the dollar cost averaging approach. So as far as areas of resistance, hey, we got here to a high of around 362. So being at 362, oh sorry, the high is actually at 361. So being at 361, if we're able to actually get past this area and have a lot more buying volume and having a lot more inflow like we've had in the previous days, then we could definitely look forward to seeing a strong move getting to 380s. Continue to keep an eye on this, keep it on your watch list if you are interested. And for anyone considering a position, make sure you look out for those pullbacks. So we're on Fintel. We're going to be taking a look at the short interest information for Ideanomics. So as you can see, the short volume ratio is at 12%. To put this in perspective, out of 40.3 million shares that were traded, 4.8 million of these shares were actually sold short, and this is taking into consideration the close from yesterday. When we take a look at the short shares availability, it is at 4 million updated 3 minutes ago, and we look at the short borrow free rate, it is at 5.78%, also updated 3 minutes ago. And if we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, it's definitely gone up since we could see here on June the 8th and going to June the 9th being at 12.10. So it will be interesting to see what the final result will be later on in the evening to see if it continues on an upward trend. Do keep in mind we do see in the past here back on the 3rd and as well as the 4th being at around 22%, and also taking into consideration May the 28th when it got to 18.44. So it does have those moments where it does get fairly high when it comes to the short volume ratio. So what that means is there is volatility that comes into this particular play. We do know it's a penny stock, so knowing all of this and keeping this in mind will give you the opportunity to take advantage and not be surprised when pullbacks do occur. So for my final thoughts for Ideanomics, this is definitely some great news that they're going to be in the Russell 3000 index. It's also going to have an impact on the stock price in regards to its overall strength. And I know you've been noticing that already inside of the market. You also do know we have a price target on this particular play for $7. But also we want to see this go to 5 because we were in this play when it was in the 2s. So taking this into consideration, if you want to just get into this play now, I'd be looking out for pullbacks. At the end of the day, this is a growth stock, so it's going to be coming with volatility. And as far as when it gets into the Russell, it's going to be towards the end of the month. So keeping that in mind, I would make sure to keep this on your watch list if you are considering it. The next thing we got to go over is the fact of the short interest. We've seen that the short volume ratio has been coming down, seeing it at 12%. I remember when we did videos and it was well above 21%. But hey, shorts are covering their positions because they are seeing, hey, Ideanomics being inducted into the Russell, they're looking legit. And as far as what's going to be looking like for their future, things are looking great. Yes, they are in the fintech space and as well as in the EV space, but at the end of the day, we know they're making most of their moves in the EV space. And as far as what's going to be going down for the future of this company, I see a lot of upside. As long as the EV sector continues to grow, Ideanomics will be able to benefit from this through their investments and as well as more acquisitions that I'm pretty sure we're going to see more of as time goes on. So that's what I want you guys to be updated on. Hope you found this video helpful, and we'll be talking real soon.